Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome back to our IXION Let's Play, where it's finally time to engage with the Piranesi. Folks, we're going to be sending the Francis over, likely dooming the ship and its crew, but hopefully we won't be dooming our entire station as we uncover the truth behind what happened between the Piranesi and the Etamananki. Maybe this ship will stay dormant, maybe nothing will go sideways, though truth be told, I don't think any of us genuinely believe that's how this is going to play out. Before I do investigate the Piranesi, there are just a handful of clicks I still want to take care of back at the Tiqqun, and that actually has to do with our resource management of cryonic pods. And it looks like past Party Elite was looking out for future Party Elite, and we're actually doing what I was hoping we were doing, and that is clearing the cryonic pods from Sector 1, sending them all over to Sector 4, so that when the new cryonic pods arrive from our recent discovery, let's call it, those will have an opportunity to be shipped over to Sector 1, and then maybe some of them are workers, and our worker first policy over here will not have been an entire waste. I think, if memory serves me correctly, we've been taking this hit to our stability without any actual benefits being gleaned from it. Not once have we actually woken a worker up since we've enacted this workers first policy. So it's been an entire waste for the last however many hours, and that's fine. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Stability has stayed positive despite this -3, but I think that'll be our last experiment with these new cryonic pods coming through, and if that doesn't work out, you know what? Fine. Just wake everybody up. We don't need that -3 to stability, and let's just, get the population growing, let's increase our rate of waste production, etc., etc., etc. But I just wanted to make sure that the cryonic pods were in fact, yes, being moved, and it seems as though that has been set up, because that at least gives us a chance, a slight chance of maybe actually taking advantage of that policy of ours. Nonetheless, as that's happening, let's take a look at our tech tree real quick as well, because one thing that occurred to me between recording sessions is that I do want to keep some science reserved for whatever this might be. And if this triggers with regards to the Piranesi, I want to make sure that I have presumably, 81 science to take a look at that right away? I think so, right? Because I have, oh yeah, okay, good. I have left the algae farm. Yeah, so this outer ring has all been 90 science, but because of some of the tech we've researched, it's been brought down to 81 science. So I want to make sure I have at least 81 science reserved for whatever this might be. And so I'm actually not going to queue anything up. Is that true? I don't know how true that is, because I was thinking we'd get hydrogen firestarter, right? That'd be another 45. We'd still have plenty left over. Okay, so maybe I will get the hydrogen firestarter going, but then after that, I'm going to just hold off on researching anything, because for the last little while I've been saying there's nothing here that I need urgently anymore. And then it occurred to me after I finished recording last session that, hang on a second, though, there might be something that I will eventually need extremely urgently, and I just want to make sure we have enough science in our back pocket for when that time comes, right? Because our tech lab generates science pretty slowly by comparison to how quickly we collect it. On the topic of collection, there is still plenty to be collected at our colony over here, and I do believe the Fermi is currently located at 12E. Yes, and it is processing science. All right, so we'll be more than fine, and I'm perhaps being overly cautious, but better safe than sorry, especially when we're about to do what we're about to do. Francis, it's time, buddy. Over to the Piranesi we go. It'll take 0.7 cycles, and I'm sure this event chain will be a harrowing one. Let's go ahead and get time moving. At least we have a meal cycle active right now, so everyone's getting their bellies full, and everyone's going to be in a fantastic mood when the news comes that the Piranesi has exploded the Francis, and we're all doomed. We're all doomed. By the way, on the topic of our doom, there were some very interesting theories in the comments section of the previous episode. Are we dealing with parallel universes? There was some conversation about what self-similar space means, and the what's it called? The fractal nature that it implies that maybe our universe exists in. Like, there was some fantastic conversation. Again, folks, like I was saying last session, I love reading through the comments. There's always so much interesting stuff to talk about, so many interesting theories to read and stuff as well. But yeah, there's some funky stuff going down. There's some really funky stuff going down. I'm thinking parallel universes. Many of you suggested that the Vol engine doesn't just shift us through space, but time as well, which is something that I've been wondering for a while. Ever since that second episode, I've been wondering, like, you know, is this how many years in the future is this, or what have you? And so now I'm kind of reassessing those initial thoughts I was having and wondering what the truth of it might actually be. Anyway, fantastic stuff in the comments. Loved reading through all of it. But I do agree. There seems to be some, like, time tomfoolery afoot, and I'm loving it. But yes, let's get the hydrogen fire starter going. That way, when we do have to turn our nuclear power plants on, they'll be a little bit less strenuous on our power grid, though truth be told, our power grid is looking perfectly fine. And with that done, though, let's check one more thing here with resource management. No, not resource management, sorry. Fleet management, and that is to make sure the colonists have been brought back and all the cryonic pods have been brought back as well. Okay, excellent. So our cargo ships no longer need to leave our station separately. This reminds me, I want to check if we do try to send a ship through the... Interesting. So this was pointed out in the comments of the previous episode, that the science ship's, like, path wasn't turning red as it traveled through the storm, which would imply it's actually safe to travel through the storm, because in the past, right, these dotted lines and stuff would turn red when we were sending something through dangerous terrain, space, whatever you want to call it. So that's good to know. I'm not going to rely on that. It could be it could be a trick. I don't know. I don't trust this game, man. I don't trust this game, but that's good to know. That's good to know. Sorry, why did I actually come here? Right, I actually came here because I wanted to see that we've brought all the colonists over and that we've brought all of the cryonic pods over, at which point in time I want to make sure we are... I guess we gotta wait. Let's wait until this is emptied, and then we can bring people over. Yeah, we still have plenty of room over here, so it's just a matter of time before we... flip the script, bring the cryonic pods back to Sector 1, and then start waking them up, hopefully workers first. That latest incident was only a matter of injuries. Good stuff. Stability is looking good. Let's check up over here. Everyone's happy. Oh, actually, no. I'm glad I checked. Y is 4 neutral. What's going on over here? Spending too long in the system. Having more unopened cryonic pods than crew in the sector. Right. Okay, so that -1 is going to be around for a little bit of time. We'll again very quickly empty the space out. Are we able to hold more people here, actually? Population management, let's take a look. Sector 4 has room for, yes, quite a few more people. About 500 plus. Do I have 500 people to send over? Non-workers, 158 in Sector 2. Again, it's just balancing so many elements, right? Like, we want to make sure waste production doesn't drop anywhere. We want to make sure as many places as possible have a population of 800 or more to take advantage of the stability boost from what's it called? The Alternative Life Center. There's a lot going on. I mean, look, neutral isn't terrible, and again, it's only temporary. As soon as Sector 4 tops up, we'll start emptying it, right? And hopefully it'll be okay. We do have to keep an eye on this, though. We need to make sure these guys don't become angry, so got to keep that in mind. Anyway, let's go ahead and finally, truly, dive in to the Piranesi. Summary of intelligence on the Piranesi. The Piranesi has been located. Initial visuals indicate that it has suffered heavy damage. Our sensors are not detecting any activity on board the ship. Promising. Transmission from the team of the Francis. We have entered the Piranesi. There is neither light source nor gravity within the ship. Many modifications have been made to its structure. The walls are of an unknown shiny black metal that distorts the vision. The corridors we pass through are sometimes similar in design to those of Dolos or the UN. In some places, however, passageways are almost organic in shape. We did discover a large memorial. The statue at its center is obscured by the many cables, pipes, and conduits that lead away from the ship. We could make out the words, "Property of the BMS" at its base. If the team was not so anxious, we would have stopped to carry out further observation. No, this is definitely a time to be anxious. Anxiety is very welcome over here. Be very cautious, be very careful. If this thing is still dormant, despite us being literally inside it, let's try and keep it that way, right? Child of Ambition. I've always loved the event names. I wish I read more of them out, but I've always loved the event names. All right, locate the Remus coordinates. The Francis team will travel deeper into the Piranesi to find the devices that hold the Vol coordinates of Remus. Let's get to it. 2 cycles it will take. Hopefully we'll Keep accumulating science over here. Everything's been taken care of. We've already investigated all of the events. We've collected all the science there is to collect outside of what might come out of the Piranesi. So feeling pretty good on all those fronts. I see no reason to launch another probe or anything like that. I see no reason to move from when we're standing. I see no reason to worry outside of, yes, the stability issue in Sector 4, which pretty soon we should be able to turn around. God, this is taking a lot longer than I would have anticipated, truth be told. I could probably flip it around right now, truth be told. I doubt we have over 240 worker cryonic pods, and truth be told, on top of that, I doubt those cryonic pods are going to be the ones that actually get moved. Just knowing my luck, this plan of mine isn't going to play out as I'm hoping. I'm like fairly confident with that assessment. It would be nice to maybe have the drone bays operating at a greater rate, though I don't think we have any upgrades available still. Yeah, they're actually maxed out. There's not much else we can do here apart from building additional drone bays, and for that we do not have the room, unfortunately. Now, what's going on in Sector 2, where apparently we also do not have the room for what, the colonists who just came back, maybe? Maybe. I could send them over to... Sure, you know what? Let's set 78 colonists, or more, maybe. Sector 2. They must be colonists. Let's send them over to Sector 4. Not that that's going to be enough to balance out the cryonic pod situation, but 78 only colonists from Sector 2 to Sector 4 it was, right? Yeah, start that migration. At least avoid any homelessness if we can. Yeah. Again, neutral isn't a bad thing. Neutral is still a positive trust, but the part that concerns me is that it's a step away from angry. And that's what I want to avoid, it flipping to angry without me realizing. That's all. Just want to really quickly check resource management again. Sector 1, cryonic pods, they have 40. Yeah, look, I think we're fine. Let's go ahead and flip this to max. Let's go ahead and flip Sector 4 to min. Let's go ahead and send those guys over, and let's activate the cryonic center. Let's go for it. We'll keep an eye on things just to make sure that we're still able to sustain our growing population and all that good stuff, but I think we'll be fine. Let's turn you on. We'll also keep in mind that Sector 1's population of workers is currently at... There you go. Look at that. It went from 313 up to 314. You know what? Vindicated. Completely vindicated. The back and forth movement was 100% worth it. Up to 315. Beautiful. You know what? Great. Fantastic. I'm so pleased that that worked out. Even if it's just 5 additional workers, you know what? I'm pleased. I'm very pleased. Oh, that's great. Fantastic. All right, let's go from good news to probably bad news. Over once more to the Piranesi. Transmission from the team of the Francis. We found them. The devices holding the Remus coordinates are behind a heavy reinforced door. We have tried several different approaches to open it, but haven't even succeeded in scratching it. Connecting the Tiqqun and Eden to the Piranesi would allow us to power and reactivate the door's control subsystems. The connection is also necessary for the extraction and transfer of the Remus coordinates from the devices to the Tiqqun. Administrator, one other thing. Shortly before we found the devices, we passed an effigy of Giovanni Battista, former member of the Marduk Council. Giovanni Battista? Who? What? Do I recognize that name? I want to say I would very confidently recognize Battista, given my childhood interests. I don't recall the name. It doesn't ring a bell. What? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm sure we'll learn more. This is concerning, though. This is very concerning. This is bait. This is bait. It's got to be, right? But we have no choice. We have to power the efforts over here. Reactivate the door's control subsystems. Oh, I know exactly. Oh man. Okay. And the DLP there. We need to go ahead and bring the Tiqqun over, and then we can try to extract the coordinates by powering up the sleeping dragon. All right. Fair enough. Here we go. Here we go. The Tiqqun is ready to move. Let's get the Fermi back to the Tiqqun. And yeah, let's shift on over to the Piranesi and hope for the best. 3.2 cycles, we should be perfectly okay. And it seems as though, again, interestingly, our path through the storm is only dangerous to the Tiqqun itself, because every time we pass through it, it says, you know, we'll suffer meteorological damage or whatever. However, with that said, we haven't ever actually taken a hit to our solar panels or anything. So maybe it's not that dangerous. Maybe it's there to trick us in that way. I don't know. Surely this will become relevant at some point in time, but for the time being, all it's done is, yes, affected some of my decision making, but it hasn't really affected how things play out. Nonetheless, let's take a look at our exterior view, because I love the just the visual of it. I especially love when we kind of push through a storm and you can tell. Yeah, look at that. It just gets a little bit darker. The sun isn't as bright. And look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. I mean, rather ominously, it looks a little bit like embers this time around. In the past, I've been like, oh, it's like snowflakes or like little, you know, metallic debris, which is also ominous. But embers are particularly ominous. Beautiful stuff, though. Beautiful stuff. My goodness. I will never get over this. I wish I could get like a little 3D model of the Tiqqun, like a physical, like 3D printed model of the Tiqqun or something. I would love to have something like that. It is such a gorgeous little ship. Such a gorgeous little ship. Okay, back to the interior view over here. Not that I had to come here to see that our worker count has gone up to 326, so this has been working out rather nicely. And if we take a look at our cryonic center over here, we are still seeing an upward trend for worker count. Okay, good stuff. All, you know, jokes and revelry aside, this is good stuff, because I was a little concerned about Sector 5's nuclear power plant. These guys need 40 workers each after the tech upgrades we've invested in, and that's still quite a large number. If we take a look at the population count over here, or rather the working conditions over here, 40 times 2 is 80. We have enough workers for that, comfortably so, I believe. But then if we also wanted to turn on these waste treatment centers, if we also wanted to get, you know, an additional factory or something down over here, like also, eventually our back's up against a wall, right? So very glad to see that there are additional workers in this system alone. Ooh, well, that's pretty. Is that the, no, that's not the star. That's the star. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Is that what I think it is? Nah, we're gonna zoom past that, right? I want to catch the moment we arrive. No, I think that is what I think it is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Looks like we're headed straight for it. We're slightly turning over. Thrusters have turned off. About to start the reverse burn. Yeah, it looks like it. You can see little plumes coming up there. Nah, that's still far away. Oh no, we are coming up on it. All right, folks. Here we go. Wow. That thing is massive. That thing is absolutely massive. Looks like there's a slight debris field around it, which is promising. That's nice. And it's funny, I was in a sort of tongue-in-cheek way referring to the Tiqqun as a little ship. You know, it's massive, obviously. It's hosting a population of over 4K. It has room for plenty more. And then you come across something like this and you go, wow, I guess the Tiqqun is a very small station. Look at the size of this thing. That is terrifying. Oh, look at that visual, though. Holy. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm procrastinating. I'm delaying the inevitable. Things are going to go sideways here real fast, aren't they? But that is a gorgeous design. I love it. I do love it. Okay, let's engage. Back to the system map. And over to the Piranesi. Enemy protocol. Extract coordinates. Starting a DDoS attack to flood the network. Eden vigilance. Random gibberish. Once the Tiqqun is collected, we will be able to power and short-circuit the subsystems of the reinforced door. Coordinate transfer from the devices to the Tiqqun will then be initiated across the connection. Oh, no. This is not good. This is asking for trouble. We have no choice. 3 cycles before it all goes down, folks. Oh my god. All right. I mean, look, I will be genuinely shocked if nothing happens. But I do hope I'm not building up all this tension in my own, like, heart for nothing. Swear to God, if this game needlessly shaves like 5 years off my life, no. This is not going to be This is not going to be nothing. This is like, my God, if this was a horror movie, you know, and I was watching at home, I would never do this in the theater. I was watching at home. This is where I would be yelling, "You idiots! What are you doing? Don't plug into the thing." This is where we are right now. This is where we are right now. Oh my God, 3 cycles, eh? I guess we could speed time up a little bit. No need to slowly count down to our demise here. Is there anything to send a probe to close to here? I believe that, yeah, there are some things I skipped because I felt like it was too close to the Piranesi. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop you on over to here, and you know, let's see what else there is to see. Business as usual. No reason to panic, folks. We're perfectly fine. Worker count is going up. This is great. I'm glad that policy is finally paying dividends. You know, like 50 cycles after it was actually activated. And eventually, we have to remember to turn it off, because while stability is in the positive in Sector 1, there's no reason to, you know, why apply that -3 modifier. Trust is looking okay. Sector 4 is still neutral. Well, that's interesting, actually. Take a quick look over here at resource management. Sector 4, okay, they still have quite a few in Sector 1, is accepting them as quickly as possible, but of course it does have its limitations. Don't forget, Sector 4 has cryonic pods not just from Sector 1 that were emptied, but also the ones that we picked up, right? So, totally understandable, and I wouldn't be surprised if the cargo bays there, or the docking bays there, sorry, also have some cryonic pods left over, maybe. So, it'll be some time before their stability is taken care of. Though, of course, I could always just send, what would it be? 200 people over to balance out the cryonic pod versus population conversation. And what was that sound effect? I heard a sound effect. What was that about? Oh, no, it wasn't the probe completing its scan, because that literally just happened. So it was something else, and I don't know what. It wasn't the Piranesi, or maybe it was. Maybe it was. Remember the sound effects when we were investigating 12J? Maybe it was. It was a Piranesi waking up and going, "The hell is going on?" God. All right, back to the interior. Not that we need to be here. Yeah, I'm just wondering if I do want to shift people over to Sector 4. But, like, who and what purpose? They have room for more people, I'm fairly confident. And you can see, actually, yes, there are more cryonic pods than we have stockpiled right now. The other option is, of course, to head on over to Sector 1 and assign another stockpile to cryonic pods, and that we just empty Sector 4 out a bit more quickly. I suppose so. We don't need polymers in Sector 1, at least for the time being. Let's flip to cryonic pods, and let's go ahead and make sure that resource management has Sector 1 pulling in 480. Meanwhile, the Piranesi is ready for its next step. Let's go for it. Oh boy. Transmission from the team of the Francis. Administrator, the Piranesi is reactivating. We had to manually break the connection with the Tiqqun, interrupting the coordinate transfer. The damn walls started to move. Thanks to our exoskeletons, we're making for the Francis as fast as we can. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, see? I goddamn knew it. I knew it. Okay, well, hopefully, because of our foresight, the team will actually be okay, and the Francis will actually be okay, and maybe we didn't doom these guys. That would be nice. End the DLP here. Oh, no.
The Piranesi has deployed a drone swarm around itself. We should move the Tiqqun immediately.
Yo. What the hell was that? I mean, I know it was just explained to us. It was a drone swarm, but like, that was dope. Alright, what do we do here? Keep moving? The crew of the Francis are rushing back to their ship. They'll make it? Oh no, that ellipsis tells me everything I need to know. Stand and fight. The crew of the Francis will receive a galvanizing missive to boost their morale. They'll never reach the Francis, but they could still prove useful before their passing. Or we could just retrieve the Francis. The team is unlikely to make it back to the Francis. Initiating ship repatriation protocols now secures material resources. My goodness, that is dark. Now look, we have all the polymers we could need to produce more science ships. I don't care if we lose the Francis. Are we going to knowingly, willingly And this time, like, actually knowingly doom the crew to death. They could go out like heroes, but what are they going to achieve standing and fighting? I don't think they'll be able to, like, disengage this thing or dismantle this thing from the inside. Let's get them out of there. We could use their minds on board the Tiqqun to solve what I'm sure is going to be a very troubling set of circumstances. Keep moving. The crew of the Francis are rushing back to their ship. They'll make it. No one left behind. Not like this. Not like this. Keep moving. Let's go. Oh, God. We should move the Tiqqun immediately. Yes, well, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Let's get these guys out of here first.
Administrators, I see you. Pitiful dolos leftovers. Ridiculous flesh bags. You are flies to me. I'll tear you apart, eat you, digest you, and soon you, your crew, the Tiqqun, and whatever's left of dolos will be part of me. I am primordial. I am Amoeba. You are nothing but erratic illusion, pointless heat dissipation, and abject failure. I have found your protection. It is but a matter of time before Naomi breaks into pieces, and I feast on your carcass. Opportunity knocks.
Okay. That was intense. Okay. I love that. But really quickly, I want to just take a look at that paragraph at the end there. I have found your protection. It is but a matter of time before Naomi breaks into pieces and I feast on your carcass. Oh, I see. Naomi protocol. Right. Okay, right. The thing that we've constantly been ignoring in order to do things we shouldn't be doing. My goodness. Okay, that was really cool. That was really cool. It reminded me of when, some of you might be familiar with this reference, but it reminded me of when you come across Sovereign in the Mass Effect games for the first time. And I forget his exact words, but he has the same, like, condescending, like, tone about him, talking about their species and all that kind of stuff. This is like sentience, right? But it gives me very similar vibes to that, so absolutely in love. But also absolutely terrified. Let's have time move forward as we close this transmission. Let's try and get the team of the Francis off this godforsaken ship, and let's flee as quickly as possible. Close transmission. Have time move forward. And weather. Okay, that's not weather. That's the drones around us, right? Immediately pausing the game. Just want to see what the situation here is. Oh, look at that. All right, hang on. Let's get to our interior over here. Let's not get distracted by the sights that there are to see, or the sights that there are to flee, I suppose, as the case might be. Let's make sure that this EVA airlock has been turned on. We have enough surplus power. These guys are all on. That is not enough. Do we really need additional EVA airlocks? Holy, okay, do I have room to build another one? If push comes to shove, I'd be able to get rid of the Docking Bay Hong Kong to place one here, or actually, maybe it's time to dismantle the Dampier here to place it here instead. I don't think we have any other spots available to us, but we have some options. Oh, we have this spot here as well, right? I believe we'd be able to fit an EVA airlock over here. Oh, come on. Yes, we would be. Just got to get rid of the road over here. Okay, that is an option, but I want to see how this plays out first before we dedicate resources and time to that. There's going to be a lot of stuff unfolding at the same time, I imagine. Drone swarm. The station is under attack. The Piranesi's drones will destroy our hull. We must leave now. No, we have to stay for at least a cycle over here as the team of the Francis tries to make it back. Let's go ahead and move time forward and just hang tight. -31 is not that bad. -26 now with improved efficiency because of the EVA airlocks. Currently they're at 76%. As we take more damage, they'll become, more and more efficient, and so we'll be okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. My goodness. Okay. Yeah, oh, look at that. Look at that. The drones are, oh, chipping away at us. That's really cool. What's happening, though, with regards to our drone jammer? Is this not doing anything? Or is this, like, reducing how much damage they're able to do? Okay, this is a lot more comforting. Negative 15 per cycle, that we can take. For a very long time, we can take that. Not that I intend to. At least it's not as bad as it initially was. That was terrifying. Oh, this is so cool. This is such a nice visualization. Just chipping away at our hull. Negative 9 now. We'll be fine. There we go. We're done at the Piranesi. Please tell me they're okay. Please tell me this wasn't all futile. God damn it. I should have known. I did know. Come on. I've been calling this for so long now. Summary of intelligence on the Piranesi. The Piranesi has awakened. Previously dormant drones now roam the passageways of the ship. They killed the team and destroyed the Francis. 5 crew members killed. Amir Masood, Shinji Yu, Liana Elkayem, Vladislav Danchov, and Tian Wang. Science ship Francis destroyed. End the data listening protocol. It's time to leave. Now is the time to run. Survive. Dude. Alright. Let's go on back to, let's go down to 12L, 2.7 cycles it'll take for us to get here. I'm avoiding 12E because, well, I guess our colony there has been packed up, so it doesn't really matter. But let's head on down to 12L and try and keep our distance from the Piranesi. 2.7 cycles, we can definitely sustain that. We got full batteries. Let's go. Let's go. Gotta go fast here, man. Gotta go fast. Let's go. Oh, God. I feel like I'm, like, at the barrel end of that thing. Is this thing going to follow us? Like, are these drones going to follow us? Very much looks like it. Okay. We're able to keep up and everything. Negative 44 hull integrity. Oh, my goodness. Per cycle. We're 2.7 cycles. Let's call it 3. So that's negative 120 or so. We'll be okay. Oh, there we go. Good stuff. Okay, okay. So they were able to follow us, but only for so long. Okay. That's reassuring. And the music from the previous system is back. That ominous music that was haunting us throughout the previous system. I would recognize that note anywhere. That synth.
A new request awaits your attention.
A new request awaits our attention. What's going on in Sector 5? The DLS Center over here. Let's see. There is fear. Data control algorithms have been overloaded. Diagnostics indicate external interference. Images of the Piranesi flood every screen. They haunt dreams and leave indelible marks. Do you have a plan to save us from this monster and recover the coordinates of Remus? Administrator. There is fear. Acknowledged. -2 penalty to stability. A permanent -2, I assume, until we at least take care of the Piranesi. That takes Sector 4 down to angry, and it takes Sector 1 down to negative. This is not ideal. Okay, over to Sector 1. It's time to flip the switch on our workers' first policy over here. Wake everyone up. That's perfectly fine by me. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's better than the alternative. So that makes Sector 1 happy, right? And that's good to see. Stability of 2. Sector 2 is currently neutral. We can't really stop all the waste-related stuff because that is literally keeping people alive. We could place a monument down over here. We've talked about that for quite some time. I suppose I could get rid of one of our waste treatment centers and get the monument down over here. I believe I was looking for, the Marduk Memorial for this one because it can get from +1 up to +2 with the right kind of upgrade, right? If we invest in the right technology. Let's take a look over here. Memorials bound by the Lunaclism. No, that's for population, that's for food, that's for industry. There we go. Yes, the Marduk Memorial. 32 science, it's not a bad idea. What's the actual situation here, though? Neutral. So we just need +1. -2 from fear of the Piranesi. Goddamn. Okay, that's an option. I'm so glad we picked up that dog. Can you imagine not having that +1 right now? Everyone would be angry. Again, neutral isn't bad, but it's close to negative. It's close to angry, and that's where the discomfort comes from. Maybe it's not time to pull the trigger on getting rid of resource production just quite yet, but it is top of mind right now. We have 100 electronics. Do we really need this constant supply? at this rate. Because again, that memorial won't fit up over here. Ooh, if I get rid of one of these roads. If I get rid of one of these roads, it will. Okay. Okay, there's a consideration. It's right next to the alternative life center as well. You know what? I say we pull the trigger on it. Let's do it. Okay, that sounds good. Because we don't need more housing over here. We're fine for housing in this sector. Actually, hang on a second. How many workers does this need? Doesn't say. Does it not need workers? Yeah, okay. If it doesn't list it here, that means it doesn't need workers. It also doesn't need electricity. Okay, great. So, let's get rid of the road over here. Let's get rid of the road over here. And let's get this Marduk Memorial down over here facing this way, right next to the Alternative Life Center. That sounds good to me. Our first memorial in response to this threat. It'll take some time to build. Do we have electronics over here? We should, right? Because, yeah, oh yeah, we have plenty of electronics. We got plenty of alloys as well, I'm sure. So this shouldn't take too long to build. Great. Separately, over to Sector 3. These guys are also in a neutral state as far as stability is concerned. What could we do about that? I don't have room for an additional memorial over here. What's our population in Sector 3? 727. If I can get 73 more people here, they'll be okay. Can I get 73 colonists to Sector 3? Sector 4 is already extremely angry. Damn it. Okay, hang on. We can't move people from Sector 4. We could move people from Sector 5. 73 non-workers can be brought into Sector 3. Okay. Population management. Sector 5. Sorry, 73 non-workers from Sector 5 to Sector 3. 73 would take us to 800, right? Yes, okay, cool. From Sector 5 to Sector 3 should be fine. Sector 3 has enough housing capacity. Yes, okay, cool. Start that migration. That should give us an extra +1 from the Alternative Life Center, which will take these guys up to positive as well. Okay, excellent. Sector 4, though. Sector 4 is where we have trouble. Sector 4 is angry because of the cryonic pod balance, right? That's a big part of it? Yes. How many cryonic pods do we have in here? 47 plus 610. Do we have room for 600 and... let's call it 60 for round numbers. Do we have room for 660 people in Sector 4? We do not. We will see a bit of homelessness if we move that many people over. But temporarily, I think that's acceptable just to avoid the cryonic pod situation. 660, 657 it says right here. Okay, Sector... so, not colonists, but non-workers, I assume? Yes. So, only non-workers from Sector 5 over to Sector 4. And it's going to be, yeah, 660, I suppose. Let's go for it. Just to keep people from being too upset. And again, eventually we'll move them back out, and things will be just fine. But until those cryonic pods get shifted over to Sector 1, we need the assistance over here. Start this migration. So we got 73 non-workers from Sector 5 to Sector 3. Cool. 660 non-workers from Sector 5 to Sector 4. Cool. So that should keep everyone happy or neutral. I believe that should do the trick. Actually, that should make everybody happy. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's get time moving forward as we continue to flee. And of course, we immediately get a different warning. It's just us going through the storm right now, and that's fine. What are we supposed to do here? Survive. Okay. Not... oh, okay. That was just a result of me moving in. I was like, what did I trigger? Nothing. I just zoomed in and it flipped to a 3D model as opposed to the icon. Okay, fair enough. I'm just not sure what to expect here. So I'm guessing the area around it is where we're going to see like the drone swarm and stuff. That's my assumption. I should have paid more attention, I suppose. But otherwise, nothing going down. We'll see. I'm sure once we arrive at our destination after triggering the Piranesi, we'll get some instruction or guidance. But if we take a look at trust right now, happy or neutral, that's fine by me. That's fine by me. The memorial in Sector 2 has not yet been built, I assume. Take a look at population management here. Everyone got moved, eh? Everyone got moved, yeah. Oh no, you know what? The latest just got moved as I was looking at that screen. Okay, cool. Because now we're seeing happy across the board except for Sector 2. And Sector 2 is, of course, building its memorial. Almost done over here. And I do believe with its specialization. Oh, and the tech upgrade. Right. Let's go ahead and get, what was it? Complementary in diversity. Let's research that. 32 is fine. We'll have over 200 left over still. So let's get this done and get that extra +1 to stability because of our industrial specialization. We got the +1. These guys are happy. Might as well make it +2, right? Since we've, what's the word I'm looking for? Committed, I suppose, to this memorial. And quite a glorious memorial it is. God, desperate times call for desperate measures as Sector 4 is now seeing a little bit of homelessness. Again, Sector 4 does have room for additional housing. No, it does not. Right, of course, I was thinking about Sector 5 on that front. That's okay. Again, this is temporary. This is temporary. Sector 1 is topped up, I assume, as far as chronic pods are concerned. No, it's not. So why are we seeing this issue here? Is it because we're backed up in terms of... yeah, I think our drones and workers are just super busy. Oh. Excuse me? Okay. Holy crap. That is huge. I mean, the graphic of it is huge. Can I, like, launch a probe to intercept it? No. Can I... Oh, God. Launch a ship? No, I can't tell these guys where to go. They go according to resources. I can tell science ships where to go. Okay, hold on. This is all happening too quickly. I'm like, it's ambling over to me, but it's ambling over too quickly. What are my options here? What are my options here? Just double checking here. We cannot launch a probe at it or anything like that to, like, intercept it. We don't have, like, flares or whatever the equivalent would be, right? We could move. If it's chasing after us, we could move. Though as I say that, I almost wonder now. It's time to pause. Hold on a second. Oh God. Remember last system? I believe it was the last system. When I was talking about bringing a missile back to the station in the hopes of maybe using it. I mean, in a way, this missile's coming right for us. And I didn't try disarming the missile back then. So why should I try disarming the missile now? I mean, obviously there's a difference. That one was stationary. It wasn't hurtling towards us. This one is. That one hadn't exploded. It hadn't gone off. This one, I mean, as far as we know, will. How much damage will it actually do? Is this like a one hit? I mean, I guess. Yeah, if it's a one hit like kill, we're in a lot of trouble. But I guess there's only one way to find out. I can't, like, I mean, again, we have the option, of course, to dodge it. I assume, right? Like, I assume I can move. Is it? Okay, here, let's try something here. Let's move to 12C, because I want to see if it's a homing missile. Is it coming towards the Tiqqun's signature, or is it coming towards the Tiqqun's last known location? So let's check that first. So over to 12C we should go. 2.2 cycles. Do we have enough battery? We do indeed. Everyone's topped up, pretty much, except for Sector 1, I suppose. But yeah, over to 12C, and then we'll make some judgment calls then. Oh man. Okay, let's go. Oh, looks like it's still going towards the planet here. Yeah. Okay. Wait. No, it's not. We have a problem. Okay. Hang on. I'm trying to think. What am I missing? I'm missing something here. All it says is survive. I'm missing something here. What's this now? An accident in Sector 5. Now is not the time for accidents. The hell went down? Nothing I can see. I guess it must have already been taken care of. I'm just like racking my brain right now. You know what? I'm gonna. you know what? This is looking pretty inevitable. I'm gonna go with my, hey, I tried to bring a missile to the Tiqqun last time I had an opportunity. Here's opportunity number 2. Bringing a missile to the Tiqqun. Entirely intentional. Oh, God. Okay. Big of a hit is this going to be? Is this going to be, like, negative? Is it going to be, like, a drone swarm missile or something like that? Okay, we'll see. There's, I mean, it's gonna hit us. We can't dodge it. Arguably, we could have pulled back over to here or something, and then it would, like... Oh, crap. Well, it's too late now. Maybe the right call would have been to, yeah, just dodge it, let it chase us. But, like, maybe as it's chasing us, like, you know, objectives would start piling on. Eden would come up with, like, solutions or suggestions. Like, okay.
A drone swarm has been released from the Piranesi. The swarm aims to intercept the Tiqqun.
Bro. Can you chill a little? Oh, is that transmission? Still nothing, eh? Okay. Alright, you know what? At this point, again, I could move towards 12F. I think I've got, like, enough wiggle room here to get to 12F. But the drone swarm... Now, that doesn't have any dotted lines. Is that... homing, or... Oh, there's so many moving parts right now. You know what? Here. Alright, let's do it. Let's take the hit. Let's take the hit and hope for the best. We got all those EVA airlocks. Maybe I should have commissioned the construction of the additional one we were talking about just moments ago. Hopefully it's not too late. Let's head to the exterior view because I want to see what happens if there's a visualization when this missile hits. Is that it? No, that can't be it. Where's this thing?
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Whoa! Okay, you know what? Honestly, I was not expecting a visualization, but that was beautiful. It wasn't overstated. It wasn't over the top. That was great. And that wasn't that bad. I mean, I say that, but... Mushroom wall has been disabled in Sector 1 due to an accident. I'm assuming this is all as a result of that hit there. 8 crew members were injured there. A demotic quarter has been disabled in Sector 3 due to an accident. A probe launcher has been disabled in Sector 3 due to an accident. 5 crew members were injured. 4 crew members were killed. God damn it. A DLS center has been disabled in Sector 1. 1 crew member was injured. 2 crew members were killed. And then a stockpile, a large one in Sector 4, has been disabled. 5 injured, 7 killed. Battery Tier 1 disabled in Sector 2. Battery Tier 2 disabled in Sector 3. Large stockpile. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've taken quite a few hits as far as lives are concerned. Quite a few buildings have been disabled with accidents, okay, and quite a few lives were lost, which is obviously unsustainable. So that's not an option. Holy crap. Oh, holy crap. This is not good. So negative 120 from damaged buildings. Plus we have another negative 120 coming over because of the drone swarm. So we got to get these guys repaired as soon as possible. Okay. So hold on. Sector 5 has you. Oh, are all those accidents like big accidents? Sector 4? Ooh, yeah, they are. Sector 3. Oh, crap. We got a fire here. Wait, do we not? We do. Oh, thank God we have a fire station over here. Okay, good. But that fire is separate from the battery that got damaged as well. Well, fortunately, they're handled by 2 different things. Ah, but we have the probe launcher here as well. Get to it. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, repair request has been sent. I'm glad I noticed that this button is up over here. I was trying to click this thing, and I was like, oh, it's going to be taken care of automatically, but I guess not. Okay, hang on a second then. Repair you as well. Repair request has been sent. So Sector 5 is done. Sector 4, repair request has been sent. Yes. Okay, good. Sector 3, repair request has been sent. This thing has no more juice, so it's got to recharge, eh? That's scary. Do we need to send? No, we don't. No, the people are going to come through to take care of that. Over here, repair request, repair in progress. Okay. I must have sent a request. Up over here, you, repair you. Repair request has been sent, okay. And up over here, oh boy. Goddamn fire going down over here. Okay, that's Sector 1. What is this event up over here with all these cryonic pods and polymers? What do you have to say? Or perhaps what do you have to offer? Administrator. We now have enough data to analyze Piranesi missile technology. Oh. The associated research project can be launched in the tech lab. With this, we should be able to set up countermeasures to protect ourselves from Piranesi weaponry. Acknowledged. Okay, you know what? New technology upgrade. Missile threat analysis upgrade unlocked for the Piranesi. And the data listening protocol there. Let's go ahead and look at the tech tree. Find the Piranesi. And research missile threat analysis. Unlocks the option to construct missile countermeasure systems in the probe launcher. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. You know what? Okay. That's really cool. I was kind of on the right track there. Way off. I was way off. But, you know, the idea was there. I'm fairly confident now. I'll maybe go back and check. I'm fairly confident now that if we had approached that event differently from the previous system, we might have been able to get this beforehand. I wonder. It seems likely. I guess if I'd done things differently back then, maybe. All right, cool. Anyway, no use thinking about the past. Let's think about the future. Hopefully we have one, folks. There's fires everywhere. We have a fire station here as well. Yes, we do. Let's get time moving forward. And let's take a look at the system map over here. As that drone swarm is heading towards us. Again, there's no like line here to show where it's going. So maybe this is like a fire and forget. Like the missile clearly homes in, but maybe this is fire and forget. Like or rather, I guess you couldn't call that fire and forget. But this is, it's just headed to a predetermined destination as opposed to chasing a target, right? Technically, the missile is also fire and forget. You fire and you don't have to think about it anymore. It'll home in on its target. Nonetheless, we are repairing buildings. Yes, that's good. I want to make sure we have enough power when we leave. These guys are getting work done. Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's go ahead, and if this is how this is going to play out, I wonder if it's time to upgrade the fire station. God damn it. Risk foresight. Wow. The irony of the name of that technology is priceless. Risk foresight. Power overloads have a lower chance of generating accidents. Crap, do I want to... Still curious about this thing. We got plenty of science, and we are still generating some as well. Okay, you know what? Risk foresight. Let's queue that up, and let's help our fire stations out just to make sure we're staying as safe as possible. Back to the system map over here. This thing's getting closer and closer. If we're going to pull the trigger on moving, I think now's the time. More buildings have been repaired. We have 6 cycles worth of power. Let's move over to 12L. It'll take us 2.2 cycles. We should be perfectly fine. And hopefully the drones don't follow us. If they do, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's move. It'll be hard to tell if they've adjusted their course until we've cleared the planet by a fair distance. So far, it doesn't look like they have, but I don't want to celebrate too early like we did over here with the missile. Okay, missile threat analysis has been unlocked. So now, ooh, hang on, I just noticed. Activate missile countermeasures. No countermeasures available. Okay, so presumably, if we head on over to our probe launcher, yeah, we can auto-build missile countermeasures. We have to launch this probe first. Okay, off you go, buddy. Or at least it looks like it. I'm not gonna go back to investigate. Let's send you. Sure, up over there.
The Piranesi is moving towards us.
Bro. Why? It doesn't stop, does it? Now, fortunately, it looks like the drones are, in fact, going to the previously known location of the Tiqqun, or wherever we were when they were launched. So that's cool. Doesn't look like the Piranesi is moving. But I'm going to believe Eden when it's... Oh, no, you know what? I do see a bit of a rotation, I think. A health center has been disabled. We can't have accidents on top of being under missile fire. Fortunately, that only caused injuries. And look at that interception there. This poor probe. But fortunately, also, we did establish 2 health centers. Look at that, 73 out of 100. We would have been in a bit of trouble if we didn't have this redundancy. At least that's my humble opinion. Hull integrity is looking good. That's excellent. We have countermeasures built. Okay, so do we just kind of launch it? Or one available, no threat detected. Okay. Risk foresight has been unlocked. Back to our tech lab then. to research, what was it? Fire station, pneumatic steering? Fire stations, fires are put out faster. I mean, okay, here. Let's do aerobic foam. Research that. I still want to be careful. Imagine we were at 0. Imagine we were at 0 and this thing popped up and I had to wait like 20 cycles before getting missile threat analysis, right? So I want to be careful still. Realizing that the tech lab is still generating science, I want to be careful. Nice. Back to the system map over here. Okay, so Piranesi's moving towards us. You can see it a bit more clearly now. It's definitely shifted a little bit. Okay. The drone swarm is over here. Are you... Ooh. Hang on. How long is it going to stay there for? Because the swarm around the Piranesi is still active. Are these guys a different kind of drone swarm? Are they temporary? Are they gonna stay there forever, preventing us from going to 12C? I mean, if so, I'm extra glad that we investigated everything there was to investigate before we got to this point. Though right now it seems as though nothing's happening that's too pressing. Let's speed time up a little bit, which sounds like a ridiculous thing to do when under threat like this, but let's speed time up a little bit and prepare for the Piranesi's next move. See what Eden has to say.
The Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun.
Kind of asked for it, didn't I? Okay, well, this is a great opportunity for us to test our countermeasure. Oh, it just instantly launches. Off it goes. Okay. And we do have them on auto build, right? Gonna take a look at the interior here. You are... Oh, 10 polymers. Hang on a second. Okay. Glad I checked. 10 polymers it takes. You are on auto build. We need to make sure that this sector then has, let's say, 30 polymers. Sector 4, you're not holding polymers. Cool. You don't have room for it. Sector 2, you got plenty. Okay, cool. As long as we are moving polymers over to build these guys at a constant rate. I'm almost wondering if I need an additional probe launcher. Is there ever going to be a point in time when we have, like, 4 missiles coming towards us and we gotta pop 4 countermeasures? Because it does say how many you have available when you have it like hovered over. All right, get in there, buddy. The job done. Come on. Nice. Okay. We shut that down real fast. Excellent. We just have to make sure we keep producing countermeasures, I guess. Okay, cool. Oh my god. My heart rate, man. My heart rate. We're good. Sped time up a little bit again. It does look like the Piranesi is moving very slowly. What's the play here? Are we just gonna sit and wait for it to do things? How are we supposed to collect the coordinates? I don't want to close gaps to it, right? It still says now is the time to run. Is it just a matter of...
Tiqqun self-destruct.
What? No. Ha! Nice try. Nice try. Right?
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. No Batista self-destruct device detected. Self-destruction impossible.
Hang on. What? Okay, first of all, this is clearly psyops, right? This is a hack. We got hacked there. I thought we had countermeasures for that. We got hacked there. It was to scare us. That's all it was. But do newer Dolos ships have this Batista device? Batista was the monument or whatever, yeah, on the Piranesi, right? So was this guy like a double agent or something in the later days of Dolos, and maybe the UN as well? Either way, self-destruction impossible. That's good to know. Not a fan of how that went down. Ooh, hello. Oh, ho, ho. What do we have here? Naomi Protocol. Commencing DDoS attack to flood Eden Vigilance Network. Yeah, it was a hack. Administrator. This is Fuzia Latif from the Sector 1 Scientific Syndicate. With Eden appearing to be severely dysfunctional, we had to attempt to bypass the usual communication protocols. I don't know if you'll receive this message. I hope that you do. The Piranesi is the biggest threat we've faced. As soon as the first reports of the Etamananki's destruction reached our ears, we secretly began to investigate to find a way to neutralize this new threat. At the center of this system lies PSR B1257 plus 12A, a long-interval pulsar. Despite all its power, we think that in its current state, the Piranesi could not withstand a pulse from PSR B1257 plus 12A. However, the Tiqqun would not survive such a pulse either. You must send an expedition to PSR B1257 plus 12A to find a solution. Administrator, there are a lot of rumors about you. Some say you don't exist, or that you're lost in cryosleep. Some even believe that Eden is impersonating you. Others, including myself, have faith in you as our administrator. Save the Tiqqun. Save this crew. Save what's left of humanity. Uzi Latif, I've heard you. New objective. A bomb of a plan. New event. Pulsar. The monster's awakening. Folks, things are getting real intense, and I cannot wait to destroy the Piranesi next time. This is where we're calling it a session. This has been absolutely wild. I was terrified multiple times throughout today's session, but we've managed to pull through, and if we just keep up what we've been doing for the last little while, we should be fine. Though, of course, as with the good old-fashioned boss battle, which is what I'm going to call this, who knows how its attack patterns are going to change? Who knows how things are going to evolve? There's... oh, boy. I can't wait for next time. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a very big difference in letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel. Lets me know what I should keep doing more of or less of, or how I should adjust my approach. I also, as I've said countless times, love reading through the comments, and this episode, by goodness, I would love to hear your thoughts. On that note, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.